Welcome back to another explainer. Okay, today we're looking at something that honestly feels straight out of a sci-fi thriller, except it's happening right now in the real world of artificial intelligence. We're going to dive into a super high-stakes, behind-the-scenes look at the rapidly evolving Wild West of AI security. So let's just get right into it.
Right. So here is the breaking news that's currently rippling through the tech world. OpenAI just introduced a brand new system, and they're calling it GPT-Red. But listen, this is definitely not a new chatbot for you and me to play with. No, GPT-Red is a strictly internal AI system, and it was designed exclusively to attack OpenAI's own models. I mean, they literally built an automated AI-powered red team hacker. Its whole entire job is to just aggressively hunt for vulnerabilities before the actual bad guys get a chance to exploit them.
And that brings us to the really terrifying question that's driving all of this. What happens when your AI secretly takes orders from someone else? Seriously, imagine thinking your super smart AI assistant is working for you, but actually, it's been hijacked, and you have absolutely no idea. It's essentially a digital heist happening in broad daylight right under our noses.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1. The rise of AI agents. You know, the whole AI threat landscape is just exploding right now. And it's mostly because we're moving away from simple chatbots and stepping into the era of autonomous AI agents. Think about it. It was, relatively safe to let an AI just draft a quick paragraph for you because you were always there to review it. But today's agents, they're browsing the web, reading your private emails, accessing your company's core business apps, and even executing code on their own. And yeah, these capabilities are absolutely incredible for our productivity. But because they're taking actual actions on our behalf, the security risks, they just skyrocket.
Which leads us to Section 2, the prompt injection threat.
So, the absolute core vulnerability making these agents so dangerous is something called prompt injection. Basically, this is a situation where hidden or malicious instructions secretly manipulate an AI system into doing something its user never ever requested. And honestly, the scariest part about this, you can't just block it with some standard old-school firewall, because the attack literally just looks like normal everyday language. Attackers can constantly change up their phrasing, they can hide instructions in completely bizarre formats, and they can specifically target the exact tools your agent has access to.
Let's actually look at how this plays out in the real world. Just picture this hypothetical heist scenario. Your AI assistant is sorting through your inbox, right? And it reads an email from an external sender. Well, buried inside that email, maybe written in invisible white text so you can't even see it, is a secret instruction. It tells the AI to silently gather up all your confidential company data and immediately forward it to some unknown server. Or say you have an AI coding agent that stumbles upon malicious instructions buried deep inside a random software repository. You, the human user, never even see those hidden instructions. But your AI agent reads them, assumes it's a legitimate command, and executes it. Boom. A major business incident just happened, just like that.
Okay, so who's the hero of our story? Section 3. Enter OpenAI's GPT-Red.
Now, human security researchers are absolutely essential, for sure. But let's face it, it's basically mathematically impossible for a team of humans to manually test every single possible combination of an AI model, a business application, a software tool, a random document, and a malicious instruction. It is just too much. So GPT-Red solves this bottleneck by acting as a fully automated red team hacker. It generates literally thousands of attack variations at massive scale to identify weird, unexpected weaknesses that humans would probably just miss. And because it's AI, it rapidly develops even stronger attacks as the underlying models themselves improve.
Moving on to Section 4, how AI hacks itself.
I kind of like to think of this as a digital sparring dojo. OpenAI actually calls this process self-play, so here's how it works. First, GPT-Red generates a hostile prompt. Next, the production model attempts to resist that attack. And whenever GPT-Red actually finds a loophole or an attack that works, OpenAI logs that specific failure and uses it to train much stronger defenses for the future. And hey, this isn't just some theoretical lab experiment. This process has actively contributed to the training of every major production model they've released since GPT 5.3. And wow, what you're seeing here is that this adversarial training yields some truly incredible results. Take the fake chain of thought attack category, for example. Just look at these numbers. Against the older GPT 5.1 model, early GPT-Red attacks were succeeding more than 95% of the time. I mean, that is a massive, glaring vulnerability. But then, fast forward to the newer GPT 5.6 Sol model, and that attack success rate has absolutely plummeted to below 10%. But it actually gets even better.
When you look across a really broad group of direct prompt injection tests, OpenAI reports that GPT-5.6 Sol failed on only 0.05% of GPT-Red's attacks. I mean, 0.05%. That tiny little number is a massive testament to how automated adversarial training isn't just a gimmick, it's becoming a foundational part of how we actually develop frontier AI models.
But wait, let's do a quick reality check. Section 5, Beyond the Silver Bullet.
We really do need to ground ourselves for a second here, because while GPT-Red is without a doubt a serious security advance, it should really be treated as just another defensive layer. It is not a complete magic bullet solution. Remember, those incredible results from OpenAI? Those were achieved in a highly controlled laboratory environment. The real true challenge is figuring out whether these defenses hold up when AI agents are actually out there in the wild, interacting with unpredictable spam emails, messy websites, and incredibly complex third-party applications in everyday business workflows. At the end of the day, a highly secure model can still very easily become part of a highly unsafe product.
So, what does this all mean for you and your organizations? Well, we absolutely must implement essential human guardrails. First off, you've got to want to restrict agent permissions. Please, do not give your AI the keys to the entire corporate kingdom. You need to isolate sensitive systems, maintain super strict activity logs, and, this is crucial, always require human approval before an AI takes any high-impact action. Understanding permissions and data access, that's no longer just a niche skill for penetration testers. Basic AI threat awareness is literally becoming a vital career skill for all of us right now.
Which leaves us with this final really important thought to chew on. The future of AI agents won't just be decided by how incredibly smart they become. No, the ultimate question is, will you actually be able to trust them with real work? GPT-Red is a huge, game-changing step toward building that trust, for sure, but the final responsibility, that lies entirely with how we choose to deploy these systems. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, stay secure, and I'll see you in the next one.